The legend of Cadmus, a pioneer hero, Cadmus. A name whispered with reverence and awe, echoing through the annals of history. He stands tall as the first hero of the Greeks, a beacon of courage and strength. His story is a tapestry woven with threads of bravery, love, loss, and ultimately, redemption, each thread telling a tale of its own. Cadmus's life was a rollercoaster of extraordinary feats and crushing tragedies, a journey marked by both triumph and sorrow. He was a pioneer who ventured into the unknown, charting paths where none had dared to tread before, a warrior who faced terrifying monsters, battling the forces of darkness with unwavering resolve, and a king who built a mighty city, laying the foundations of a civilization that would endure for centuries. But above all, Cadmus was a man who, despite enduring unimaginable suffering, found solace in the arms of his beloved. Cadmus's legacy is profound, a testament to his enduring spirit. He gifted humanity with the alphabet, a tool that revolutionized communication and knowledge, forever changing the course of history. He sowed the seeds of civilization, establishing the mighty city of Thebes, a beacon of culture and progress. His bloodline, though cursed, gave rise to heroes and heroines whose tales continue to enthrall us, weaving their own legends into the fabric of history. Join me, dear reader, as we delve into the captivating saga of Cadmus, the first hero of Greek mythology, whose story is as timeless as it is inspiring. His story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, the enduring power of love, and the bittersweet symphony of fate, a narrative that continues to resonate through the ages. Cadmus was born into royalty. His father, Agenor, ruled the prosperous land of Phoenicia. His mother, Telephassa, was a queen known for her grace and wisdom. Cadmus had two brothers, Phoenix and Cilix, and a sister, the beautiful Europa. Their childhood was idyllic. They lived in a magnificent palace surrounded by lush gardens. They spent their days learning, playing, and dreaming under the warm Mediterranean sun. One fateful day, tragedy struck. Europa, while playing with her friends in a meadow, caught the eye of Zeus, the king of the gods. Zeus, smitten by her beauty, transformed himself into a white bull and approached Europa. Captivated by the gentle creature, Europa climbed onto its back. In a flash, Zeus whisked her away across the sea to the island of Crete. The royal family was devastated. Their beloved Europa was gone, stolen away to an unknown fate. King Agenor, heartbroken and enraged, ordered his sons to find Europa. He commanded them not to return until they had found their sister. Armed with their father's decree and their love for Europa, Cadmus and his brothers embarked on a perilous quest. They scoured the far corners of the known world, their hearts heavy with worry and determination. Phoenix searched the east, eventually settling in the land that would bear his name, Phoenicia. Cilix ventured west, establishing his own kingdom in Cilicia. But Cadmus, driven by an unwavering resolve, continued his search for Europa. He sailed across treacherous seas, braving storms and sea monsters. He traversed vast deserts, facing scorching sun and lurking beasts. His quest for Europa became his sole purpose, his every thought consumed by the hope of finding his beloved sister. Weary and disheartened, Cadmus sought the guidance of the Oracle of Delphi. The Oracle, a conduit to the gods, was renowned for her cryptic prophecies. Cadmus, desperate for answers, approached the sacred temple, his heart pounding with anticipation and dread. The Oracle, shrouded in mystery, delivered a strange message. She told Cadmus to abandon his quest for Europa. Instead, he was to follow a cow with special markings. This cow, she proclaimed, would lead him to the place where he would found a great city. Confused but resolute, Cadmus obeyed. He found the cow, a magnificent creature with a crescent moon marking on its flank. He followed the cow across fields and valleys, over hills and mountains. The journey was arduous, filled with challenges and dangers. But Cadmus, fueled by the oracle's words and a glimmer of hope, pressed on, trusting in the divine guidance that lay before him. The cow finally came to a halt in a fertile valley, This, Cadmus sensed, was the place where he was destined to found his city. But guarding this idyllic valley was a monstrous creature, the Ismenian dragon. The dragon, a fearsome beast with razor-sharp claws, impenetrable scales and venomous breath, was the offspring of Ares, the god of war. Cadmus, with the courage of a true hero, confronted the dragon. A fierce battle ensued, shaking the very foundations of the earth. Cadmus, wielding his sword and shield, fought with the strength of 100 men. Finally, after a grueling battle, Cadmus was victorious. He plunged his sword into the dragon's heart, slaying the beast and claiming the valley as his own. Following the instructions of the goddess Athena, Cadmus took the dragon's teeth and sewed them into the ground. From these teeth sprang a race of fierce warriors, the Spartoi. The Spartoi, clad in bronze armor and armed with swords and shields, were inherently aggressive. They turned on each other, their battle cries echoing through the valley. A bloody and brutal war erupted, leaving only 5 Spartoi standing. These 5 survivors, humbled by the carnage they had wrought, pledged their allegiance to Cadmus. Together they laid the foundations of a magnificent city. Thus, Thebes, a city forged from the seeds of conflict and the blood of warriors, was born. To celebrate the founding of Thebes, the gods themselves descended from Mount Olympus. Among them was Hephaestus, the god of the forge, who presented Cadmus with a priceless gift, a magnificent necklace crafted for Harmonia, the daughter of Ares and Aphrodite. The necklace, forged in the heart of Mount Olympus, shimmered with an otherworldly beauty. It was said to be imbued with the power to grant eternal youth and beauty to its wearer. Cadmus, captivated by Harmonia's beauty and grace, took her as his wife. Their wedding was a grand affair, a celebration of love, peace, and prosperity. The gods, pleased with Cadmus's accomplishments, showered the couple with blessings and gifts. But lurking beneath the surface of this joyous union was a sinister omen. The necklace, while breathtakingly beautiful, carried with it a terrible curse. The necklace, forged in the fires of Mount Olympus, was a thing of exquisite beauty, a masterpiece crafted by the gods themselves. It shimmered with an otherworldly glow, captivating all who laid eyes upon it. But beneath its dazzling exterior, it bore a dark secret, a curse that would haunt generations of Cadmus's descendants, a curse that would bring untold sorrow and misfortune. The curse, whispered on the winds of fate, was a cruel twist of irony, a reminder that even the greatest joys can be tinged with sorrow. It was a fate sealed by the gods, inescapable and relentless. The necklace was said to bring misfortune and tragedy to anyone who possessed it, and so it was, a beautiful yet deadly heirloom that spelled doom for its bearers. Passed down through generations, the necklace left a trail of devastation in its wake, a legacy of pain and suffering that could not be undone. Actaeon, Cadmus's grandson, met a gruesome end, torn apart by his own hunting dogs after accidentally laying eyes on Artemis, the goddess of the hunt. His fate was sealed the moment he saw her divine form. Semele, Cadmus's daughter, was tricked by Hera, Zeus's jealous wife, into gazing upon Zeus's true form, incinerating her instantly. Her tragic end was a direct result of the curse's malevolent influence. Pentheus, Cadmus's great-grandson, was dismembered by his own mother, Agave, driven mad by the god Dionysus. His life, too, was a testament to the necklace's cursed legacy. And Oedipus, the most famous of Cadmus's descendants, lived a life shrouded in tragedy, unknowingly killing his father and marrying his mother, fulfilling a horrifying prophecy. His story is perhaps the most poignant example of the curse's devastating power. The necklace's curse was a relentless force, a dark shadow that loomed over Cadmus's lineage, ensuring that no joy would go untainted, no life would remain untouched by sorrow. It was a reminder of the gods' capricious nature and the fragile line between fortune and misfortune. As Cadmus and Harmonia witnessed the devastating effects of the necklace's curse unfold, their hearts grew heavy with sorrow and regret. They saw their descendants suffer, one by one, under the weight of the curse, and it pained them deeply. They realized, with a painful clarity, that their actions had inadvertently unleashed a torrent of suffering upon their descendants. The once joyous moments of their lives were now overshadowed by the relentless curse. Cadmus, burdened by guilt and despair, yearned for an end to the cycle of pain and suffering. He could no longer bear to see the anguish that plagued his family. In a final act of self-sacrifice, Cadmus and Harmonia prayed to the gods for deliverance. They sought a way to break free from the curse that had haunted them for so long. Their prayers were answered, but not in the way they had expected. The gods, in their wisdom, chose a different path for them. They were transformed into serpents, their mortal forms shed, their human suffering left behind. This transformation marked the end of their human struggles. But their transformation was not a punishment. It was a gift, a chance to start anew. It was a metamorphosis, a release from the shackles of their cursed lineage. They were freed from the burdens that had weighed them down for so long. As serpents, Cadmus and Harmonia found peace in the Elysian fields, a paradise reserved for heroes and heroines. Here, they could finally rest. Entwined for eternity, they found solace in each other's embrace, their love transcending the boundaries of mortality. In this serene paradise, they were together, forever free from the curse that once bound them.